I have this question about Spock. Why aren't his ears more rounded, half pointy? Why are they completely pointy? Isn't he half human? What's the deal?
What do you mean? Why's that a problem? They're like kind of pointy.
Well, aren't his ears? So there's Vulcan ears, which are full point, and
Hmm.
there are human ears, which are rounded. Shouldn't
Oh,
he
you're
be
talking
a
about the
combination?
top, the
Yeah,
top part. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, these look full pointy.
they look full pointy. So he's supposed to be half, which that's a whole nother can of worms about how are Vulcans and humans able to mate when they have these totally different evolutionary trees. Which I
Mm.
guess in Star Trek: The Next Generation, we learned that there's some kind of genetic code that was seeded by some ancient people. But still, how we haven't have these here? And
Mm.
then, if he is half, shouldn't it be somewhere in the middle? Meaning
Oh, I
half
see.
pointy ears.
Instead of being full pointy, they're like
Mm,
a little bit rounded, but they're still clearly not quite human.
right.
I see what you're asking. I guess, okay, my answer to this off the cuff here is that genetics is complicated. And so there are instances where you would get
Mm-hmm.
if their options are full point and full round, you get the middle. But there are also sometimes, even with siblings, where the siblings look very much like one parent and not so much like the other.
Yeah.
I've seen this with when I went to college. There was these two brothers, and they were separated by years, but one looked very Chinese. The other guy looked very white, but you could tell they were brothers, but they also
Mhm.
looked very not quite. How do I say this?
Yeah, I know
It's
what
not
you mean.
straightforward. Yeah.
But at the same time, if when that happens, because genetics is weird and it shows
Hmm.
up in appearance but not in liver function, this kind of like you don't see the liver function but you see the appearance.
Hmm.
Um, it's still people. You still, it's like a continuum, and
Hmm.
nobody who's half is pure. Oh, gosh,
Oh,
not the best way to say it.
wait. Phrase that differently. Try again. Phrase that differently.
But I mean, that's what I mean. They're not pure. Like they have it's in between two
I
different
see what you're saying.
two different purities, right?
Right.
So
Right. So
to
in
me,
one
Spock
extreme
here
where
looks
pure is Vulcan, the other one where pure is human, whatever that means, right?
yep,
People are usually mixed somehow.
yeah. So what
Hmm.
you're saying is like, okay, so the genetics was so that like the pointy ear showed up completely for Spock, but if
Completely
we
Vulcan.
looked at, I don't know, his nose, it's halfway in between, but that's indiscernible because it's the same.
Right. Like this could be like a fully human. Actually, this could be a fully human nose. It's just
Yep,
that human and Vulcan noses look the same,
right. And like
or it could be
you know,
mixed.
and then the full human part is like Dick, he's huge, but then Vulcans have okay.
Yep, it could be. It could be. Yeah,
To,
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah. Keep
Pring
going.
is like to Pring is probably like this is why I chose Spock. He's
She's like, I'm willing to
full
take all
human where
that
it counts.
where it counts, right? She's like, I'm willing to have all my friends hate me. He's like, but they don't know. They don't know what
I
it's
don't know.
like. I need that dick.
I mean, we've never seen nudity in Star Trek, so
That's right.
it could happen.
And maybe that's why all the captains and the first officers from every Star Trek series are just sleeping around the universe. Maybe because we got that swing.
That swing, yeah, swinging heavy.